the mailbag.
Woo! Yeah!
So it's just a second of dead air before we get there. From Eric, this is a very poignant question. Dear Mr. Klavan, is there an appropriate time to not honor your father? I have recently moved back home with my parents now that I'm done with college and waiting to ship out to the Navy. In my time away at school, my dad's casual drinking has turned into a nightly routine of getting so drunk he can't talk. Despite the fact I have asked him to cut down his drinking on numerous occasions, he continues his habits to the point that he is no longer his old self. Is there a point where he no longer deserves my respect? Well, first of all, Eric, thank you for your service joining the Navy, and I'm really sorry this is happening. Alcohol is obviously all these addictions. They call them a disease. They're not a disease. You can't give up cancer. When you have a disease, it's not the same thing. But they are instruments of the enemy of mankind. There's just no question about it. When you see the end result, as I have seen too many times, because I'm a writer and an artist, and a lot of people I've known throughout my life who have abused drugs and alcohol. When you see the end result of this, you know that basically this stuff takes your soul away if you follow it down the road. Let me answer your question about honoring your father, because this is something I know about. I didn't get along with my dad. He could be a toxic personality with his kids. I always felt, certainly he was with me. I shouldn't speak for anybody else in my family, but certainly he was a toxic influence on me. So I do know about this. First, theologically, I am someone who believes that Jesus takes us beyond the laws of the Old Testament. He himself refused to see his mother and his brothers when they came to take him away because they thought he might be out of his mind, since he was going around making all these claims about himself and performing miracles and the like. When his mother and brothers and sisters came to get him, he said, "My mother and my brothers and my sisters and my family are those who obey God, those who love God." And he basically rejected them there. So he goes beyond the law, but the law to honor your father and your mother is written on the heart as well. I mean, that is something that is not just written on the stone of the Ten Commandments, it's also written on the heart. Here's the thing. When you honor your father, you're not honoring the man, you're honoring his fatherhood. You're honoring the fact, like I said, I didn't get along with my father, but my father did feed me. He did put a roof over my head. He did create me. And I always tried to be civil to him when I could. I stayed away from him. I never told him what was going on in my life because his advice was always toxic and destructive. When he was sick, I went and visited him. I was at his deathbed when he died. I did not turn my back on him and walk away forever. But even that sometimes is necessary. I mean, I know women who've been abused by their fathers, more than one. And I really do feel that at that point, this guy has done such a bad thing that he has forfeited his role as father. And to honor his creation, which is you, to honor his creation as a father, you have to walk away. You have to walk away from him. Just because the thing that he did as a father is you, and to preserve that you have to walk away. So I would say in this situation where the guy is drinking too much and he won't listen, and maybe he's depressed, maybe, he's got the an empty nest depression or something like this. But whatever he's doing, it's a bad thing. You have to protect yourself first. You are the creation of your father. You are the his prime achievement as a father. And to honor him, you must protect yourself first and not let him destroy you. I would not, punch him out. I would not cut him out of your life if you can possibly keep him there. I would honor him, his fatherhood to that degree, but protect yourself because you are his great creation as a father, and to honor him, you have to honor yourself. So that is my answer to that.